Hello Cancers, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. Yeah, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. If this one's not, perhaps my next one I do in about a fortnight will. Perhaps one from the previous playlists or previous reads I've done in the water sign playlist will resonate with you. Have a look, see through. Any titles will catch your attention, give them a look. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the water playlist either. It could be the earth, it could be the air, it could be the fire. You sometimes come up as an energy within their reads. Like this particular one, the Three of Hearts is a water sign energy, which means if I wasn't doing a Cancer one, you could be appearing in this one as the incoming energy. Okay, we are doing a read on the Page of Cups, which came out in the All Signs Overview by Dan on the 15th of August. No, it was the 15th of September. God, I lied to you there. I just wrote it down wrong. The 15th of September, which was a new moon in Virgo. Okay, to go with the Page of Cups, we have got Judgment. Okay, and the Six of Pentacles. And this read is also about someone who is misleading you, but you actually already know that from the thumbnail. Okay, so yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like a new love of some description. It could be the same old lover, but a new way of loving, perhaps. Or it could be a new love. It could be a younger person. Our incoming energy is a Three of Hearts. Currently, at the moment, we'll see what else goes with that in a second or two. And the Three of Hearts is a younger water sign, maybe about 5 to 8 years younger than you. Okay. So, yeah, that's who we're dealing with. The Judgment actually says this is someone coming back from your past. So it could be someone you have been with before in the past, but they are quite a bit younger than you. And when I say been with, I don't mean like in a romantic, sexual way. It could be it could be a sibling, yeah, who estranged themselves from the family, or maybe you estranged yourself from the family, and now you've met up and you're getting back in touch or something, but they're leading you down the garden path. They might be telling you everything's all fine when it's not. They might be telling you that your parents are all well and healthy, but they're not, or anything like that. Or they might be telling you the other way. They might be telling you that your parents are poorly, and you could do with actually going and seeing them before they pass to the next plane, but they're perfectly healthy. It's just their way of trying to get you back into the fold of the family, or something like that. I'm not saying that that is what the read is about. It's just an example. Okay, so it's someone who's come back from your life and they're wanting a second chance somehow. Okay, and with the Six of Cups, it was the Six of Cups, wasn't it? Okay, I feel it was the Six of Cups. With the Six of Cups, again, it's someone coming back from your past. It's looking back at past happy times, sort of reminiscing. It indicates they are a soulmate of some description. If it's not a Six of Cups and it's a Six of Pentacles, which something's niggling in me saying it weren't the Six of Cups, Simon, it was the Six of Pentacles, you idiot. You got the Six of Cups on your mind. Then it's actually wanting to bring balance. But again, it's still something from your past because of the Judgment. The way we'll do the energies is just there is going to be the energies around your person. Just there is the energies of how they are misleading you. Just here is the outcome if you go down that road with them. From the bottom of the deck, we're going to get an overall energy of the read. It would make sense. The Ace of Wands. At the end of the read, we will, or towards the end of the read, I should say, we will get an energy from the Viking oracles, actually, to give us some idea of what might change now you've been presented with this information. Okay, well, we already know that they're a soulmate because I harped on about the Six of Cups, which I don't actually think come out in the cup. They're a soulmate, quite a deep soulmate. Or what a soulmate means is someone you've spent previous lifetimes with. Okay, they could be a dog, it could be a tree. As far as I'm concerned, it's basically just a life force who you've been with in previous lifetimes. Okay, so let's crack on with it then. So this kind of person is the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups is a card of movement. Stripping it right back to its basics, it's basically a card of moving away from something you're not happy with, what you don't like, what is not working, and moving towards something you are happy with, what might work, what is better for you. Okay, as how it would represent as a person, this person might have itchy feet. Okay, they might like to move on from place to place quite quickly. They might not like settling down in one particular place for too long. It might be someone who is quite sort of regimented about going on holidays. Okay, so maybe they go on holidays 3 times a year. Maybe they go on the winter solstice, the summer solstice, and the spring equinox, like that. And it doesn't matter what's going on in their life, they will always make sure they go away to a place on those days. It's kind of like a set in your ways sort of energy. Or it could just be someone who doesn't really commit to anything. It could be someone who drifts from relationship to relationship. It could be someone who like drifts from job to job. They are a very sort of movie type person. Okay. Okay. I'm getting legal action. They're misleading you about some sort of legal action. So very possibly that maybe they have some sort of trouble with the law, but they're telling you they're not. Oh, I've changed my ways. I don't do that anymore. It's all behind me. But remember, they're misleading you, and so, yeah, they're just misleading you. So possibly they're trying to, I don't know, stay at your house, but the law is currently looking for them, which will kind of get you tied up in aiding and abetting if it is a serious crime they have committed of some description. But there's also a truth. How they misleading you is partially the truth, but they're not giving you all the truth. Okay, they're holding back from some of it. Okay, so justice is the card we are getting for the outcome from this. It's kind of indicating that there will be a balance. And if it was the Six of Cups that came out in the cup, I felt a Six of Pentacles as well. Here it is, the balance. Okay. Or it could just be you will end up caught up in the legal system. Yeah, with that King of Swords. Okay. Quick shuffle, throwing these straight out here. Oh, look at that. We're getting all the aces. The Ace of Wands, by the way, the overall energy is basically everything is tinted and tainted with a new start. It's a fiery new start. This could be an argumentative new start. This could be a passionate new start for some of you. But we're also then getting an Ace of Cups coming out and an Ace of Swords coming out. This is about your person. They're not... When I was going through all the different things about this movement, what it might be, moving house, moving job, moving relationships all the time, it's not a relationship thing, okay? And this isn't sort of a relationship thing for you either. It's not a partner or anything like that. And so it could be a sibling or it could be someone you know. They haven't got the love in them. Or if they do, they keep it well and truly buried. They are quite truthful. They have these epiphany moments where they realize what they're doing is wrong, or what they're doing is right, or what needs to be done. And they are quite open and honest about that. They are always seems to be like under pressure of some description, though. They might always have some sort of financial issue nagging at them every time you bail them out or someone bails them out. They've only got their head above water for a few days, a few weeks, and then they're sort of back into some sort of financial issue. Or it could be some sort of like emotional or just general day-to-day life. Perhaps they work 3 or 4 jobs. Perhaps they rob banks. Don't know. I keep getting this feeling that this person is somehow criminally attached. Okay. Yeah. However, it's the High Priestess again. This High Priestess keeps coming out all over the place in these reads. I think it's come out for every read I've done so far. The High Priestess, they have a lot of secrets, but don't we all? They also just sort of run. I'm going to say on adrenaline. Yeah, they just literally go with their gut feeling all the time. No matter if that gut feeling is right or wrong, they just, oh yeah, it feels right. Let's do this. Okay, probably why they're in trouble with the law. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is kind of saying that their fortunes aren't improving. Okay, it's actually kind of not going anywhere. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning. But if you can imagine, it has segments, yeah, throughout your life. And imagine this is the Wheel of Fortune is your lifespan. And it has segments on. It's got like your childhood, and then it's got your adulthood section. And it had some of these sections are big, some of these sections are small. They're currently going through a big section, so it seems like nothing's ever changing for them. Okay, it is. The fact that the Wheel of Fortune has come out is telling us that there is a change coming, but it's still a little ways off at the moment. A little ways? God, I've been watching too many YouTube videos and picking up on other people's ways of saying things. Right, okay. Let's see what this King of Swords is about. Let's see how they are going to try to mislead you somehow. The 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, they're kind of get into communication with you. Out of the blue, you haven't heard from this person for a while, and all of a sudden they're going to come in with this half truth. Okay. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Oh, they're all in reverse on this. The Queen of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. Right, so the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is all about, it's not all about communication, actually. It's more about forward movement, bold forward movement. So the misleading is sort of communication to you about the fact that they're stuck somewhere. They need something to get moving forward. Okay, they could be stuck being chased by the police. Okay, the reason the King of Swords is the police, because it represents authority. Okay, it represents the law, it represents order, it represents all that sort of stuff, as well as knowing the truth and acting upon it, which is what I sometimes say when I say it. In this particular case, I'm feeling law, order, justice, the criminals, the police, all that sort of element of stuff. Okay, with the 8 of Swords in reverse, when they start misleading you, they're not giving you any reason to pick this apart and have a look at it and see where the ulterior motives are or anything like that. They're coming across very genuine, very needy. With the Queen of Cups in reverse as well, again, this is backing up what I said about that Ace of Cups in reverse. There is no love, and the Lovers in reverse as well. There is no love between you two. Okay, even if they're a sibling, to you, at the very, well, actually to them more, but obviously by association to you as well. Even if they're a sibling, it's just a person you know. Okay, they see you as just a person. You're no different from your next door neighbour or someone they bump into as they're getting off a bus. Okay, and that wraps those two up nicely there. That's what that's saying. This one's also saying, the Lovers at the end there is also saying, this is definitely not what the universe wants for you. Okay, but it could be to do with a breakup. Yeah, for a couple of you, they could be misleading you about a breakup they're having with someone and a divorce proceeding, which is now coming in, especially with justice down there. And it could be bold forward movement. Maybe they're coming to you looking for a place to live, a place to stay. You're thinking not much about it. This happens all the time, obviously. Or they're making it seem like this happens all the time, possibly to them. The love and everything has gone in the relationship. They were cheating. The Lover's card can sometimes indicate cheating as long as the right cards come out with it. Okay. So how else are they misleading? They're misleading you with the promise. All this is about the promise of a great new beginning. Okay. Now, I keep saying that this isn't a romantic thing for any of you. For some of you, it might be. It could be an ex-partner coming back, or it could be an on-off partner you have. But these energies are telling me they don't really have love for you. They look out for number one more than anyone else. So they could be promising you, oh, let's start again. They could be promising you a ring, although everything in this read screams, don't go down that road. Okay. They could be saying, oh yeah, it'll be different this time, and we would go. It is a slow start. They might look like they've changed and they're different, but eventually they will fall back into their old patterns and cause you pain. Okay, the Three of Swords underneath that Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what justice is all about. Where will this road lead you? Okay, because the road is long. Now I'll leave that song there. Okay. Okay, this road will lead you. This road will lead you to justice. Or more to the point, the justice system. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is traditionally known as the theft card, the thief of the night in the tarot deck. That's exactly what it is here. It will lead you down a slippery slope into criminal activities. With the Queen of Wands coming out next to it, I'm actually going to say it's going to be leading you down a slope of like being a con man or woman, knocking on people's doors and saying, oh, my car's just run out of fuel. Is there any possibility that you could lend me £5 so I can get some fuel from the petrol station? Yeah, and let's face it, if someone knocked at your door and said, can you lend me £5 to fill up my fuel or to put enough fuel to get my car to the petrol station, you wouldn't really think much of it, would you? You think, oh, fiver, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, there you go, see you later. Well, okay, that's fantastic. It took them all of 5 minutes to do that. Yeah, and then what they do is they walk off, wait until you're out of view, yeah, knock on the next door. Yeah, every hour you're making 20 quid for doing absolutely no work. Well, that's if you can actually get 20 or 4 people to do that. But you're Cancerian. You have that charm. You can do that. I'm not suggesting that you do, but that's the kind of energy. You're using your passions. You're using your attractions. You're using your innocence. You're using your two-facedness to do all that. Okay, because we all have those energies in us. Yes, the Cancers are loving, caring, nurturing star signs, but yeah, we can put on a mask just as well as any fire sign and pretend we're something we're not. We all have these various different signs within our astral charts when we are born certain planets are in certain places which affect certain aspects of your life. So yes, you can turn on the charm when you want to, and you will be using that. It's kind of like a con man energy, being smooth and debonair. Okay, with the Two of Wands, this is it's saying that there will be plenty of opportunities to bail out of this, but every time you try, it will be blocked off somehow. Okay, so it's kind of like this is a one-way street, and there don't look to be much in the way of an escape from it. The Knight of Wands at the end there is telling us that you're going to be a bit of a player. You're going to come in. You're going to it's backing up this Queen of Wands, this whole con man sort of like mentality. You're going to go in, do what it takes, say what you need, get what you want, and get out. Okay, just like a player would when they're going around romancing people to get wet. Then it's the same thing, but it's along a criminal sort of element, not a loving romantic or sexual passion element. Okay, crossing this is the Star. This is something you never wished for and you wish you could get out of it. Okay, sometimes the Star can be, I might say something along the lines of, well, you're famous within your own world or something like that. In reverse, that famous suddenly becomes infamous. You will start to get very well known for this reputation, and less people will actually trust you, and so on. And you will probably end up facing a judge of some description. And we had Judgment right at the start of this one. The first thing I pulled, out of the cup, Judgment. You will end up being judged. You will get faced, tried, measured, and found wanting. Okay, so let's just ask the universe what the outcome of this may be, now that you know this information, now that you have been alerted to this person coming back into your life and looking quite nice, sweet, and innocent to start with, but then moving you down this wrong road. Sorry about that, I just had to clean my throat out a bit. Okay, we've got 2 cards for you here. We have got Isa, and we have got I'm sure it's spelled differently. Ingus. Okay. I think that's meant to be was. I'm going to have to check the book on that. Okay, those little meanings. That's. I'm going to have to check my other book on that. I think, because I think that's spelled differently on this particular card to how it is in my rune book, and not that that's anything to do with your read, but maybe it is. Maybe it's like an appearance. Maybe it's like a tomato thing, and that could be what it is. It's a dead language after all. So just hang on while I just dig this out of the book. I'm going to see what it says in the original book for this particular deck of cards. Yeah, that's how it's written in here. Okay. I'm just going to put you on pause while I have to dig out my rune book from the bookshelf. Ah, yeah, there's the confusion. Look, can you see that? That sign there, that sign there, that word there. Ingwas. Okay, so that's what it is. It's Ingwas. But I've never noticed it. Never noticed it until now. So that's going to be kind of like your outcome a little bit. Now you know this. You never noticed this until now. With that there as well, Isa is the word ice, basically modern days. Back in the time, it would have been ice then. Ice is basically a blockage. There is something in your way, a wall of ice, a frozen river, whatever it may be. The frozen river, if the river's frozen, it stops the flow of the water, thus causing a blockage. With Ingwas is actually all about the god Ing. I have unpaused this, haven't I? Yeah, that's cool. So it's all about the god Ing, and but in this particular case, it's about the confusion. I've never noticed this before. Out of this deck, it is a reasonably new deck, but I have had it a few months now. I should have noticed it by now. And that's what it's saying about this person. Yeah. this read is going to make you notice it. It's going to remove the block. Okay, you've never noticed this about this person before. How they are, how they're sort of like having these epiphanies, how they keep moving about and all that. Okay, and now that you have noticed it, you're going to, well, start to change things. Yeah, because this in my original rune book, which is all about runes, yeah, it's called Ingwaz, but on this card it's called something totally different, and in the book it's called something totally different as well. So you're gonna start channeling your energy to become more of a sort of, you're going to start channeling your masculine energies, sort of the energies of taking control, the energies of like supporting and protecting, okay, all the sort of male energies, sorry, the masculine energies of things. Okay, I'm going to just go through, I think just one card to clarify these two, what kind of like ties them together a bit better than what I've said. So there was a blockage. Basically, it was like you were blind. You were blind to them. You couldn't really see what they were. They were very good. Okay. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Basically, you're going to let go of them. Okay. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is all about like hanging on to things, greed, and like in this particular way round, it's going to be, you're going to be letting go of it all. You're going to be just, yeah, I'm done with you. Yeah. The alternative, now you know that this is the likely outcome and things when this person reappears in your life, because they're not currently in your life. They are, but they're not actively in your life, but they are going to pop back in. Okay, that is your read, Cancers. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry too much. Not every read can. If you want to support my channel in any way, shape and form, there are plenty of ways to do it. We got super chats. Well, not that you can do a super chat on here, but you got super thanks. There's donation like links and all that. But most importantly, the best way you can support me or any other channel on YouTube is hit that like button. So if you like this, hit the like button for me. It only takes about 3 seconds of your day, and then you can carry on with your life. Everything else, subscriptions, sharing, comments, that's all entirely up to you. I like the comments, I like reading them. It gives me something to do. It also just sort of tells me that, well, you liked it a little bit more than hitting the like button. And I will try to get back to you as quick as I can, even if I just give you a thumbs up and a little hearty thing, what YouTube does. At least I acknowledge the fact that I've seen your message, and I will get round to answering it at some point. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and until I catch you all on the next video I do, Skål.